It is a great honour for me to present the Sylvia Gelman Award this evening, which gives me the opportunity to pay tribute to Sylvia Gelman, AM, MBE, and to announce this year's award recipient. The NCJWA Victoria Sylvia Gelman Award was established in 2004 during my term as Victorian President, in honour of Sylvia's remarkable lifelong contribution to education, women's issues and the Jewish community. Since then, it has been awarded annually to recognise and encourage women with outstanding achievements in any area of Jewish education. Sylvia was a role model to countless people, women and men, and indeed she was recognised as a matriarch of the Victorian Jewish community. She was also a wonderful mentor to me personally. Sylvia was Senior Mistress or Headmistress at Mount Scopus Memorial College from 1953 to 1969, when she retired. She then became involved with the National Council of Jewish Women of Australia, firstly as Bulletin Editor and then as National President from 1973 to 1979. She was made an Honorary Life Member of NCJWA Victoria and Life Governor of the National Organisation in 1988. In 2011, Sylvia was awarded the General Sir John Monash Award for Outstanding Service by the Jewish Community Council of Victoria, the highest possible community tribute. Sylvia passed away in 2018 and is greatly missed by all those who knew her. The Sylvia Gelman Award has been presented to many distinguished women educators over the 17 years until now, and this year is no exception. The criteria for the Sylvia Gelman Award require the nominee to have demonstrated excellence in their contribution to Jewish education and also demonstrated leadership in this area. The winner of the award this year has certainly demonstrated excellence and leadership in Jewish education and mentorship of Jewish women. She has been involved in Jewish education for over 20 years, firstly at UJEV and then at Mount Scopus Memorial College, where she has taught Jewish studies subjects to students in years 7 to 10, as well as being head of the year level over the past few years. However, it's her communal involvement and leadership in the modern Orthodox women's community that is particularly outstanding. She's a founding member and Vice President of JOFA Australia, the Jewish Orthodox Feminist Alliance. Initiated and ran an independent Orthodox women's reading for Simchat Torah for the past 3 years. She mentors and nurtures young female potential leaders for the youth movements and communal leadership positions. She creates resource packs for Bat Mitzvah families to conduct Torah reading services. In the words of her nominator, she is particularly passionate about women's engagement in all facets of Jewish communal life. She not only leads from the front, but she also empowers and builds the capacity of others to join her on her journey to make the community and school more compassionate, empathetic, learned and engaged. It gives me great pleasure to announce that the 2021 Sylvia Gelman Award goes to Sharona Djokovic.
Thank you so much, Di. It is an honour to be awarded the Sylvia Gelman Award. I'm truly humbled to receive such an award for something that I've lived and breathed from the moment I finished high school and started my career teaching Jewish studies at Mount Scopus in 2000. Sylvia Gelman, Alea Shalom, is an icon at Mount Scopus. And in this vein, I'm truly humbled to stand alongside my mentors and colleagues and receive an award in her name, as part of a long tradition of distinguished women who have received this award before me. I must mention 3 such women and pay tribute to them here. Frances Prince, one of my previous colleagues at Mount Scopus, who helped shape me to become the teacher I am today. In addition, I'm grateful to Sue Hampel, who held my hand through my early days of teaching, constantly guiding me and educating me on what it takes to be a Jewish educator. And lastly, to Amanda Castellan-Starr, a dear colleague and a brilliant Jewish educator who continues to guide me and push me to be the best I can be. I must also thank Mount Scopus, where I've spent the majority of my life as both a student and educator. It is a place that really is my second home. I was lucky to have been afforded an education there, and it never ceases to amaze me to see the opportunities that our students continue to be given. Attending school in the late 80s and early 90s, the school was a buzzing hive of thought and debate. During these years, I was infused with a love of practicing Jewish tradition, balanced with an appreciation of living in the modern world. My passion for Jewish education began at Mount Scopus. Educating young Jewish women is my raison d'etre, teaching teenagers that Judaism is theirs to access, theirs to embrace, and theirs to own. Since I became an educator, the opportunities for women in Judaism have steadily progressed as women embrace leadership in the tradition, learn from the Torah, and strong female educators continue to empower the next generation with Torah and a love of Judaism. The students who attend a Jewish school today are truly blessed, not just because Jewish education is a gift in itself, but because they are being primed for leadership in all areas of life: medicine, science, politics, design, business, and of course Jewish leadership. I still enjoy the pleasure to be surrounded by this buzz of creativity, passion, and thought-provoking discussions. This pandemic has and continues to be a difficult time for all of us. There is uncertainty, there is fear and anxiety, as so much is not in our control. The students don't know what the next day will hold, and they are enduring months of lockdowns. But each day I remind myself that I'm grateful that I am a teacher, a career choice that provides meaning and a sense of community, as I am surrounded by the brightest minds who continue to push me to think outside of current boundaries and strive for better. Next Shabbat is Parshat Nitzavim, in which we read the famous words, Lo b'shamayim hi, it is not in heaven. Chazal explains this phrase to refer to the fact that the Torah was not written for heavenly beings, but rather that the Torah is ours, for this world, for us to interpret and wrestle with our imperfect world. It belongs to all of us, and it is not beyond anyone's reach. It is our responsibility as educators to empower each and every one of our students to find their Torah, to own their Judaism, and to know that it is theirs to make their own, not somewhere in heaven. That is our mission and what drives us each and every lesson. This may mean exploring the complexities and richness of the different facets in Israeli society, or learning from the Torah and Simchat Torah, or teaching other women how to say Kaddish, or cooking meals for those sick and in need, or creating community by connecting like-minded individuals who care about the future of our community. There are so many ways for our youth to get involved, and we need to make space for them to contribute their voices right here, right now. I am humbled to receive this award, but I must give credit to my students and fellow teachers for persevering in their pursuit of excellence despite the hardships we are all enduring during lockdowns and the pandemic. Despite the circumstances, Jewish learning in Melbourne is continuing, and students and educators are doing everything and anything they can to continue to learn and inspire young Jewish students. It is this creativity and commitment to excellence, despite the hardships, that continues to inspire me every day. Shana Tova.